What's up, guys? It's your boy Jay back here again for another video on Real Sports Talk. And today I want to talk about rookies. Every year has its fair share of good rookies, bad rookies, overrated, underrated rookies. You're going to have your Mitch Trubisky's that went to the Bears, and you're going to have your Patrick Mahomes, who's on the Super Bowl winning Chiefs. But to me, it's all about situation. You know, being drafted to the right team that uses your skill set can get the best out of you and can make your potential skyrocket. But being drafted to a bad team can hurt your potential and hurt your career in the long run if you don't have the right pieces around you and if the coach doesn't play to your style, which hurts you in the long run. So today I want to talk about top rookies who are in the best position to succeed in this upcoming 2020 NFL season. Let's start my list off with CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb, in my opinion, is the best receiver in the draft. His ability to run routes well, his ability to be a running back down near beast mode after the catch, being able to evade around guys, his elusiveness for a guy that's not as quick as Jerry Jeudy, but is still not as fast as Henry Ruggs, is amazing. His catch radius is out of this world. I mean, the dude is just a he's like DeAndre Hopkins with Odell's rack ability. Like, it's ridiculous to me. And I just feel like for him to fall to 17 to the Cowboys, a team that already has a Pro Bowl running back, a Pro Bowl wide receiver, and a Pro Bowl line with a Pro Bowl quarterback, and another 1,000-yard receiver, is ridiculous. He's not going to no New York Jets team where he got to go be the number one receiver. He ain't going up to Oakland where he got to go be the number one receiver. He's going to a situation where he can be the third best receiver because you already have an established one receiver and you have an established two receiver that have already proved last season that they are not to be played with. So now you're going to put CeeDee Lamb against third best corners? Really? Are you really going to put that man? You're going to put that man against team's third best corners? You're going to put that man against team safeties? A guy like that is going to eat, especially in his rookie year, because of the fact that he's going to have all the talent around him in the world to where, one, you can't pay attention to just him because if you do, somebody else is going to kill you. But on top of that, if you do pay attention to him, he can kill you. So it's like, for him to go to Dallas is the perfect place for him because not only can you develop as a number one receiver behind Amari Cooper, you can also be in a position where you ain't going to have pressure on you from any of the top corners or even from your team to be a savior like you would have if you were to win somewhere else. So CeeDee Lamb starts on my list. My second guy on the list is going to be the second best receiver in the draft, Jerry Jeudy. I put Jerry Jeudy in here because of the same reasons of CeeDee Lamb. I mean, let's be real. The Broncos have a really good offense. You look at the running back core of having Phillip Lindsay and Melvin Gordon. I believe that those are 2,000-yard running backs. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. But having those two guys, which means that the Broncos are already going to be a really good run team, and still having a guy like Courtland Sutton who proved himself last year to be number one capable wide receiver, and drafting already KJ Hamler, who's a really good receiver, alongside Jerry Jeudy, is going to take pressure off Jerry to be a savior or to be a top guy when he walks into the league. He gets to go up against team's second best corner. And sometimes he may go up against the first, but if that happens, guess who's going to eat? Courtland Sutton, because he's going to be in a great position to succeed. Because the less pressure you have on you, the more success you can have. Because of the simple fact that he's not going to face that top target. Those guys are going to go over to Courtland. And even if he does face a tough team in the cornerback department, guess what? They're going to have to stop the run because Phillip Lindsay and Melvin Gordon are going to run all over some teams this year, which means that Jerry Jeudy is going to have to be in single coverage because you might have to stack the box up a couple times, especially later on in games if your defense is getting gassed by Melvin and Phillip, which means that Jerry Jeudy is going to be in some one-on-one situations, and that's what nobody wants because that man route running is ridiculous. So Jerry Jeudy definitely gets my number 2 spot because of the simple fact that, kind of like CeeDee Lamb, he doesn't have to be a savior. He's going to be in single coverage a lot, which means that he's going to succeed. And I think that puts him in the best position to succeed just because of the team around him, the defense that he has, because I know they're going to give him the ball back. And I just feel like he's in that position. I got on my list is Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I think that's how you say his name. The running back out of LSU. The guy's a beast. I mean, if you watch the Alabama game, he shredded Alabama. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's all the proof you need to see. You know what I'm talking about? But on a serious note, Clyde Edwards-Helaire is an explosive back. I mean, that's just the word you use for him. I mean, the dude's like a firecracker. His speed, his burst, his ability to, juke people out their shoes while still running through you, it's ridiculous. I mean, the dude can stop on a dime, but he's like a cannonball. He can just burst out at you and then just go 60 yards down the field. He's hard to tackle because sometimes, even though he's short and a smaller back, he kind of looks like Derrick Henry sometimes when he runs the ball because dude just doesn't go down. And it's ridiculous. And I feel like him going to a team like the Chiefs, who already have the best offense in the league, who just went crazy on the NFL. Having a running back like that can be a bell cow back that can tire defenses out. Are you serious? I mean, is there a better place he could have went? I don't know where he could have went that would have been better than that. I mean, he goes into a position where his job is going to be to gas teams that's already gassed, from Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill running around and throwing the ball all day. And he's going to help his team out a lot, because that's the one thing I feel like that they were lacking offensively, was a bell cow back that can catch the ball out of the backfield, that can dominate. No offense to Damian Williams. He did his thing, but let's be real. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, in my opinion, is a better fit for that team than Williams is. And that's just facts. So having a guy like Clyde is going to be similar to when they had Kareem, when I feel like their offense was at its peak. You know what I mean? So it's going to be very hard for teams to stop Kansas City Chiefs with that boy in the backfield. And that's why he's another guy that's on my list of the best position to succeed. One guy on the list not in order, by the way, is Chase Young. Chase Young went to probably the best young front four in this league. Young front four. You know, you can say San Fran, and I won't argue that with you, but I'm just saying. Sweat, Payne, Allen, and now Young. Are you serious? Is this really about with Ron Rivera as the coach? Yeah, you know, the Redskins going to be hitting a lot of folks this year. Chase Young is already a dominant pass rusher. I mean, the dude is just like Khalil Mack a little bit. When I see him, I see Khalil Mack. You know what I mean? He may not be the fanciest guy. He may not be the speediest bend guy like Von Miller. But guess what? He'll push you down to the floor and sack your quarterback. He'll push around you and sack your quarterback. He'll walk around you and sack your quarterback. That's how good that guy is. You know what I mean? He knows how to use his body, his strength, his speed to his advantage. His unfair body strength and speed, by the way. And him going to a team that already has 3 really good first-round talents that can rush the passer, teams that most likely won't see no double teams. How can you double team somebody on their team? All of them boys are first-round picks. All of them boys, I believe, are SEC players, except for Chase. And he's just great, so he makes the exception. I mean, this defense is going to be crazy in the front four. And I just feel like with Chase going to a front four that already got 3 really good pass rushers, and him being in a position where he probably won't see a lot of double teams, and if he does get double teamed, it'll probably be by a tight end or a running back, really puts him in a position to be even more dominant than he's gonna be had he went somewhere else. I mean, it's not even close. Chase Young is a dog, and he just went into a kennel. You know what I'm talking about? It's simple. Last guy on my list is J.K. Dobbins, running back out of OSU. J.K. Dobbins, to me, can be a star in this league. He's very underrated, in my opinion. People look at Clyde. People look at, the dude that went to the Colts, Jonathan Taylor. People look at DeAndre Swift. And all of those guys have earned the right for people to look at them as top backs in this draft class. But I think J.K. Dobbins is that one bell cow back that I feel like is being overlooked. Crazy enough, his comparison to me is Ezekiel Elliott now. Now, not the Ezekiel Elliott that you saw at OSU. Not the Ezekiel Elliott that you saw his rookie year with the Cowboys. The Ezekiel Elliott that you saw last year and the year before that. The type of Ezekiel Elliott where he may not be as quick, fast, and explosive as the other backs in this league, but he can put up the same amount of yards, but he does it in a way of beating down the defense, giving them 3 yards, 4 yards, 5 yards, 15 yards, giving them run after run after run, beating up the defense that leads to 20-yard, 25-yard touchdowns. And while it may not be the Saquon Barkley show or Christian McCaffrey show, it gets production, and he moves the chains, and he beats up on defenses, which helps not only the pass attack, but also helps the rushing attack later on in games. So I feel like J.K. Dobbins can not only do that for the Ravens, but already having a crazy rushing attack with Lamar Jackson, who is like Michael Vick, but with a better arm. And you have Mark Ingram, who is already a Pro Bowl back in his own right. Adding a young guy like J.K. Dobbins in there to kind of come in, to kind of help spell Mark Ingram whenever he's tired, and to also be like a triple option running back alongside Ingram and Lamar, which, by the way, will be one of the craziest triple options if J.K. Dobbins is who I think he's going to be. I really feel like J.K. is in the perfect position to succeed this year because, one, he's not going to be asked to do too much, but he's going to be perfect in situational parts of the game because of his explosiveness, his talent as a bell cow back, a guy that could probably go somewhere else and be a 20 carry back easily. You know, I feel like that's going to help him a lot in his rookie year. So that's why he gets the last spot on my most successful rookies. As for my list, those are my 5 guys. I probably have more. You got guys like T. Higgins for the Bengals and, you know, other guys like that. But those are the couple guys that I want to talk about because situation in the NFL is huge and a lot of people don't really talk about it. But with those 5 guys, as you will see this year, in my opinion, they're really going to flourish with the talent that they have around them and the role that they have. And it's important for a rookie to come into the league and not to be thrown into the fire because not every rookie is going to succeed that way. But if you can bring a rookie into the league and you can develop him and you can put him in as a situational player year one and not too much pressure is put on his back to be great or be a savior, I think he's going to have a prolonged career and I think he's going to have a more successful career because you're going to pace him correctly. You're not just going to throw him out and say, oh, we want you to be this guy. We want you to be Saquon Barkley. We want you to be Odell Beckham. We want you to be, you know, you're not going to force those guys into the fire. And all of those guys are going to be able to be in situations where they're not going to have to be a savior. They're not going to have to be the team have to rely on them. They're not going to have to carry. So I feel like with those 5 guys, as you will see this season, I feel like they're going to be very successful and they're put in very successful situations. That's all I got to say about it, guys. Let me know if y'all agree or disagree in the comments. Peace.